I spent approximately 160 days busking in 2023. To be fair, I'd say I probably spent about 100 days editing videos. Probably more. Probably 150. Of those 160 odd days, plus the function gigs, the events, the wedding I played,
airport level,
I've somehow managed to make a living doing just this. This is now my job, and has been for nearly 3 years. Damn. You know, every year of my life, since I've been an adult, I've always given the year a title, for whatever reason. And for 2023, I called it the year of living the dream. Like, even the folder on my computer that I put all these videos on, and put all the footage on, it's called Living the Dream. By all accounts, I'd say I've been living the dream and continue to do so. Dang. It's been a wild year. Because I feel like I'm living the dream, I want to use this video to go through some of the lessons I've learned this year. In hopes that maybe I can help you on your own journey, your musical, creative, or just even human journey.
Doors opening.
One thing I always want to do as August Radio Project forever is be sure that whatever I'm doing adds value to whoever's listening, watching, hearing. That to me is super important. So as a nice way to recap the year, hopefully I can add some value to whatever musical, creative, human journey you're on, as well as recapping some of the highlights of this year. Lesson number 1, set up outside Greg's. I'm just kidding, that isn't the first lesson, but it's a useful lesson. Greg's, the bakery here in the UK, most popular spot on the high street on any given day. Yes! Like what I get to do as a living now literally makes every cell in my body tingle. It's the freaking best, man. The last time I was in Red Hill was like well over a month and a half ago or so. It always feels a bit strange when you return to somewhere you haven't been for a while. I love it though. It's one of the best things about what I do, eh? Adventuring around to play music. It's the dream. Lesson number 1 from 2023. I mean, this is one I already knew. If the problem is in music, then busking is the answer. I cannot recommend busking enough to any musician. Like, if your problem is you want to get better at your instrument, you want to become a better vocalist, then busking is the answer. Regular playing in front of people. If you want to improve confidence, if you want to get more promotion for yourself as an artist, if you want to make a bit of money from music, if you want to restore your faith in the fact that people like music and, you know, have a large response to live music, then go busking. but also not just for music, but like also just on a human to human level, like to witness the kindness from strangers and the compassion that makes you have for your fellow humans. Like if you go on social media, on Twitter, and you look at all the arguments in the comments and stuff, it like, you start to look at other humans like, oh, you know, what are we? You come busking and you're like, oh no, we're all really rad people, like from the most part. It's hard to see that when you're not at the forefront of human kindness. And it doesn't even have to be like someone giving you a donation, it's just people smiling, people talking. Like, I can't tell you how much like just human interaction I get on a daily basis just because I'm here. So yeah, busking is the answer. Hence why I, you know, talk about it and make videos so much about it. It's also the reason that I'm here, that I'm able to do this, that I'm able to make a living doing this at the moment. Like, busking is 90% of like how I make money. And it, you know, it's part of the reason that this YouTube channel is at 2,000 subscribers. We've all connected, like most of the subscribers on this channel, the ARP community have connected through being buskers or musicians that have, you know, played on the street. So yeah, busking. What an incredible thing.
She said, I gotta get out here.
Lesson number 2 then. Lesson number 2 is doing what you love for a living is everything I ever dreamed of. And like, don't get me wrong, I've got goals and ideas for where I want this to go. But the fact that I'm at a point where I'm making it work, doing what I love, dang man.
What she means, she said, tell me which one to be.
No matter what hardship comes my way, no matter the stress, the difficult times caused by this journey, I would take it any day over going back to a 9 to 5. Doing something that's true to you is everything. Like I said earlier, it just makes like every cell in my body tingle. I wake up just feeling like elated. I know for sure there are people out there who prefer to keep their kind of passion or the thing that lights them up for the weekend, for the evenings, but that isn't me. And this year I've really solidified that. Like, I am not one of those people. I'm more on the extreme edges of things. It's all or nothing for me. So I'm all in. But yeah man, I'm grateful for life. Super, super grateful. This busk too, someone bought me a Ribena. I guess the reason I say that point is because if you're somebody that has a burning desire to do something and make a living out of it, but you're concerned that like you hear successful people say stuff like, you know, this is still a hard life and XYZ, I think it's worth reiterating that like, as someone that's done both, that's done the whole like worked a day job and then also had a passion and now also makes a living out of the passion, this side is better. For me at least anyway, maybe for you. So I can only encourage you to take that path, just take it, just go for it. Things will come your way, especially if it's something that's true to you. Lesson number 3. When it comes to doing things like YouTube, building a career as a musician, trying to become like a well-known artist, I think that you want to grow slowly. Hear me out. I think like media glamorizes this idea of going viral, of like exploding onto the scene, you know, having a big #1 hit or having like a viral video on YouTube. When actually what you want to cultivate is like a community of people you can connect with who are like-minded. You know, Austin Kleon in his book Show Your Work says like you want to find your genius. Your genius is your genius. And it's the scene, it's like the group of people that you come up with and you kind of help each other through this connection. The other thing to refer to is 1,000 True Fans by Kevin Kelly. If you haven't read it, then you definitely need to. His whole ethos is like, if you can find 1,000 true fans, you can make a career doing anything. You convince 1,000 people to give you $100 in return for your art per year, you make $100,000 a year. Perfect. The only way you're gonna cultivate a true fan, someone you have a connection with who really respects your art or business or whatever your creative endeavor, it's only going to happen over an extended period of time. A viral video isn't going to produce that kind of connection or relationship with a fan or subscriber or follower or person that loves your music or art or whatever it is. So actually, taking 3 years to get to 2,000 subscribers is like a freaking awesome thing. And sure, like, I'm shooting for the moon. 1 million subscribers is definitely on the bucket list. But it's all about just slow growth and chilling and enjoying the fact that, like, you know, there's folk who watch these videos who, you know, pay them full attention and leave wonderful comments and are just super supportive of not just me but each other. So rad, man. I think it's also worth mentioning about slow growth is like the longer it takes something to be built up, the harder it is for it to fall down. Like something that gets built fit quickly has weaker foundations. So I think like also if something's growing slowly and then you hit a viral moment, perfect. Like Oliver Anthony or someone like that. But you don't want to just like pop, you know? You want it to be a slow build.
Exactly.
Rome wasn't built in a day, or whatever the saying is. It's going well here in Red Hill, but the combination of the cold and a lack of blood sugar means I'm feeling a bit dizzy. Right, onwards. Probably about half an hour more playing, and then we've hit nearly I think we've hit the 3.5 hour mark then.
Did you go to me? And I said no. Yeah, you're the key the whole day. You got to stick it in your face. Make it know to get some. You know it's more than I accept. 'Cause I don't care where I feel on the wall.
Lesson number, I don't know, 5, 6. Folk want to hear originals. There's a really good lesson that I learned this summer. After several people in different times came up to me and asked specifically for me to play an original song. I was always under the assumption that like covers were the predominant, like, you know, the way forward for busking. And whilst I still play originals in my busking set regardless, it was this year that I realised that actually people want to hear originals as well. They don't just want covers. They want something unique and something that's like authentic and means something to you. And they can feel that energy. It was a real, like, sort of eye-opening moment the first time someone came over to me and were like, "Can you play one of your songs?" I was like, "Okay." And then it happened again and again and again and again. I think it's like worth reiterating on this video. I think I got a clip of somebody doing it, so I'll put that in.
Tell me which way to the beach. No, it's not I say. No, it's not I say.
Different hairstyle, guitar. Well, what's your best for Christmas anyway?
Thank you, you too.
Carry on with
Maybe
your
I'll
doing.
see you out here playing.
Maybe.
And singing.
We don't know, we've got to see how it goes.
Nice one.
Brings me nicely on to lesson number 4, and that is that if you are holding a musical instrument in public, then you're guaranteed to end up talking to a stranger. A musical instrument or a camera. People talk to me all the time, and it's freaking awesome. Back when I first started my YouTube journey, I made a video where I was asking strangers for lyric ideas, and I said in the start of that video about how awkward I felt about talking to strangers. But over the last couple of years of doing this with the camera and doing the busking, it's like my confidence talking to strangers has gone, it's like completely flipped to the point where I love it. Like, I don't like a day to go by where I haven't had a conversation with a stranger. And that's so cool. It's such a liberating feeling, man. If you want to get good at talking to strangers, talking to people, socialising, then become a busker or just start carrying a camera around. It's bound to spark someone's interest. Made a rather abrupt end to my busk there because I needed the toilet so bad. I was like necking water because I was feeling a bit dizzy during the bus, and then my bladder couldn't handle it. I had to make a swift pack up. That was a really, really solid busk too. £100, 55 pence. I played for about just shy of 4 hours. So. Oh man. What a good busk, eh? 3-figure day compared to my day in Cambridge where I had to work so hard to get that 3 figures. Today was a breeze. We will be continuing our conversation about what I learned over 2023, as well as going through some of my plans for 2024. You can find out where we're going tomorrow in the next clip. I'm going to find out where I'm going tomorrow when I wake up tomorrow. See you tomorrow. I swear the weather did not say cloudy with bits of rain. I swear it said clear skies and sunny. So we will continue with our discussion about what I learned over 2023. I really hope it doesn't rain today. I got mega caught in the rain a few days ago and I really don't want that to happen again. Okay, lesson number 7. I believe, lost count again. Always losing count of these things. If it makes your heart glow, but your head says no, then say yes anyway. Let me explain this one with a story. Alright, let me tell you this story. So I just arrived in Chichester a few weeks ago to set up to busk, just like I'm doing right now, when a dude came over. And this dude comes over and asks me if I'm free on that Friday. It was a Tuesday. I was out busking. I hadn't even set up yet, so he hadn't heard me play. And he just says, would you come and play a gig at my pub on Friday? But I'm gonna need an hour of Christmas songs. I'll pay whatever it is you need. Whatever it is your wage. It happened that I was free on that Friday, so I was like, well, yeah, I'm sure I could make that work. Because in my heart, I was like, that sounds like fun. I could get well paid for this. I could have some fun, learning some Christmas songs. I was like, where is your pub? He was like, it's a village outside Chichester, not far in the car. I was like, oh, I don't have a car. And he was like, oh, I'm sure we could sort something out, get a lift or something. Immediately my head started spinning into all of the reasons I shouldn't do the gig. I don't know any Christmas songs, I haven't learned any. I've only got 2 days to do so. I'm busy enough as it is, I was busking every day that week. My head wanted to say no. It started to find all the excuses. But my heart was going, no. Go and do the gig. You never know what it might lead to. It might lead to more gigs. You might meet someone there that can give you another gig. Plus, you love playing music. What are you doing? Why would you deny the chance to? So come Friday morning, I sit down, and for 4 hours I learn an hour's worth of Christmas songs. I get the train to Chichester, and then sure enough, he sent a worker to come and pick me up. The gig was a complete success. I played my hour's worth of Christmas songs, and he even asked me if I'd like to play another hour to pay me even more of my own stuff. I also got another gig out of it. He wants me back in a couple of months, and another guy asked for my email. He wants to book me for another event. My head wanted to say no. It started to come up with all the reasons I shouldn't. But my heart was like, no, you've got to. You've got to take the chances that come to you, man. Even if they don't seem like they could be much. It always leads to something if you say yes.
I got my first real session, poured it on 5 and I played the Sunrise 69. Back in the Sunrise 69. Playing the Sunrise 69.
Thanks very much.
Hello. You know, how are you getting on?
Good, how are you?
Bit slow.
Yeah, that's the best way to be.
Well, I think to myself sometimes, what is the point of rushing?
That's not a good line, is it?
I just gave him a real bad line.
Doesn't matter. They walked on, don't even. Come on. Do you want... Can I be your boyfriend? Come on, can I be your boyfriend? You're no ruin. You're lucky. Tell me something, girl. You have been in this modern world. Shallow. Far from shallow.
Well, that turned out to be a unique day. Good busk though. Dang. I think I've done pretty well. We'll see.
How's it going?
I'm fine, how are you? No, we passed early when the drunk guy
Oh, yeah.
was, and the policewoman was tracking. I don't think he meant anybody any harm, did he? He was just a bit.
I think he was just very
bit
drunk.
loud.
Yeah. I think I was saying yesterday about if you've got a musical instrument in your hand, everyone wants to talk to you. I don't know that if you're in a desk job, you realise how talkative, friendly and kind everyone is. But I just feel like I'm so grateful that I get a first-hand experience of it every time, man. It's so cool. Now then, despite the very drunk dude and the threat of rain, that was an incredible busk. That might be one of the best busks I've had for at least 6 months or so. The total was £142.16p. Just shy of 4 hours. Told you, man, busking's the answer. Right, this last lesson then. The last lesson I've taken from 2023 that I think is really worth putting into a video and sort of relaying onto you folk watching is something magic happens when you're on a creative path, a musical journey, I don't know, just a life path. When you're trying to do something that you love for a living, the magic formula that I think works best is consistency plus persistence plus patience. If you marry those three things together, you seem to get the thing that you're trying to build. So for me, it's this YouTube channel, and my music career is August Radio Project. Like, I've been making YouTube videos now for like 2.5 years. It took me 2 years of weekly uploads. For the first 6 months, it was actually 2 uploads per week. It took me 2 years to get to 1,000 subscribers. And it's taken 6 months to get the second 1,000. And I can't thank you enough for like clicking that subscribe button and, you know, letting me know that you're along for the journey. Oh. Right, let's get to the train station. Oh man, what a day! Can't help but feel so good. Like, you just hit all of the boxes. A really rad busk, sounding good, felt good, lots of good reception, lots of attention, lots of acknowledgement. Oh, I'm slurring my words, sound like the drunk guy. And then plenty of donations. Doesn't really get any better than that. Now then, 2024. I love the number 24. I've got some goals, some intentions. They are coming straight off my dome. I'm not, I haven't written these down yet or anything. I haven't really sort of thought them through either. I'm just gonna wing it on camera. So number one, I'm gonna continue making weekly videos, of course. That isn't going anywhere. Continue focusing on this YouTube channel and focusing on myself as a musician, as an artist. I'd like to release some more songs. I managed to release 2 songs in 2023, To the Beach and Crossroads. I've got 2 more already recorded. I'd love to get some more out there, record some more. Gonna make sure that happens. And alongside that, I'd like to do a tour. Hope in 2024 I can do a tour. Not just a busking tour. I think like it could involve busking, but like play some proper venues. Maybe get a little band together, a little backing band, put a real ARP show on and take it around the country. That would be sick. Talking of busking tours though, I'd like to do a big busking road trip this year. I kind of put it off in 2023, I'm not gonna lie. I should have made use of the summer a bit more. And I acknowledge that. Again, like I've said earlier, I let my head get in the way of my heart. I'm not gonna do that in 2024. I'm gonna utilize this summer. Big busking road trip. It's got to involve Europe. I've got to go far and wide. Take the camera with me. I'm going to set that as an intention. The next thing is videos. I'm gonna continue making a weekly video, as I already said. I'm gonna continue making videos on Patreon for you that might want to sign up. Link is in the description. I'm hoping to continue posting there on a weekly basis. I vowed for at least one thing a month, but I've been consistent on the weekly uploads on Patreon, so continue with exclusive weekly uploads. Or my train. The other thing though is I'd like to start doing a few more videos on my YouTube channel. A video every Monday, that's a given, that's always going to happen. But here and there, dotted in, I'd like to be putting a few more videos out there. Some live sessions maybe some cover songs, maybe some sort of like video documentary style, video essay style things. I'm going to experiment. I feel like I have more to say and just one video a week isn't quite enough. So expect more from me. Right, I'm going to get on this train because I need to go, and I'll leave the ending of the video to future me.